Hello and welcome to our viewers on YouTube and also now on Twitch to the first regular GameGrin video of 2018. I'm your host Dominoid and I'll be guiding you through the last week in the world of electronic entertainment. So grab yourself a nice cup of tea, put your phone on silent, give your pets something to eat in a different room and enjoy the GameGrin Weekly News Roundup. Now, we previewed Q.U.B.E 2 here on GameGrin back in 2016 after I took a look at an early build at Gamescom that year. The title is coming along nicely with developer Toxic Games releasing a gameplay trailer this week showing off the title's shiny new graphics and immersive open world. We still don't know exactly when we'll be seeing the title arrive, but it is planned for early 2018, so the wait for puzzle fans won't be too much longer. Something else that won't be too long incoming is the upcoming Kojima-less Metal Gear title, Metal Gear Survive. In news that shocked literally nobody, it has been announced that the title will have microtransactions. In the official UK PlayStation magazine, Yuji Korikado, the game's producer, defended the decision by saying that there won't be loot boxes or any pay-to-win transactions. Nonetheless, it does still show that if we keep buying them, Konami and their friends will keep on supplying those microtransactions. And speaking of microtransactions, there was a lot of news for fans of Bungie's Destiny 2, with the announcement of a number of changes coming to the game. First of all, patch 1.1.2 was detailed with a number of bug fixes and tweaks to the game's mechanics incoming. Included within was a notable feature of the armor masterwork. Now this feature will work much the same way as the current masterwork system for weapons, just, for armor. Also announced was the Next World event, which sees players jumping back into the Iron Banner and fighting for glory between the 30th of January and the 6th of February. Now, as this is the start of Season 2, there's some new weapons and shaders to be earned, as well as some rather nice ornaments for those who are already geared up as high as they can go. As well as that, there are some improvements for players who raid coming in, with raid armor now dropping along with raid perks, meaning that your dropped gear could be even more useful when it comes from the raids. Raid pieces will now always drop, with double pieces being dropped in prestige mode, and the raid vendor will also sell raid appropriate gear, meaning if you didn't get what you wanted, there's still a chance of getting a nice upgrade for your efforts. Sticking with online titles, and Epic Games made some of their fans quite happy this week, with creative director Donald Mustard stating that he is officially interested in bringing the company's hit title Fortnite to the Nintendo Switch. Now this isn't an official announcement, as Mustard only said that he's interested and he hopes that they can do it at some point, but it's certainly a good sign for anyone hoping to play the title whilst on the loo. Sadly, to balance out making one group of players happy, Epic went on to make a few unhappy by announcing that their free-to-play MOBA Paragon will become a no longer able to play title as of the 27th of April, when the servers will shut down. In a statement, the developer told us, "After careful consideration and many difficult internal debates, we feel there isn't a clear path for us to grow Paragon into a MOBA that retains enough players to be sustainable." So there's just 3 months left to play, and if you feel you're going to miss the game, then now is a good time to get as much of that playtime in as possible before the servers shut down. And talking of online games that are shutting down, Nintendo announced that their first mobile title, Miitomo, will be closing on the 9th of May. With a 2-year run, the service isn't exactly Nintendo's longest running venture, but with waning user numbers, it is time for the Big N to put the service aside, along with the Wii U and Virtual Boy into retirement. Now, initial numbers for the service were good, with 10 million players signing up. However, with the vast majority of those claiming their free stars and never logging in again afterwards, that did not translate into 10 million players actually using it. In-game currency purchasing has already been suspended, but coins earned in-game will still be available and rewards can still be purchased. There is also a final thank you festival in which players can share their memories of the service until the bitter end. Now, from a game ending shortly after its second birthday to a distribution platform which is thriving at its third. Adult game site Nutaku, they turned 3 years old this week, and to celebrate their trio of planetary revolutions, the site gave us some stats about their player base. This included the fact that, surprisingly enough, 70% of their player base, who are predominantly male, are single. We also learnt that 27% of their players have played one of the risque titles at work, and the staff at GameGrin who have used a computer keyboard after Owen all then went and washed their hands. And from hands to feet now, as an unexpected collaboration was announced. Sony have always been keen to be seen as the cooler and more adult of the console manufacturers, with their marketing traditionally being focused just as much on attitude as on the product itself. The latest thing to come from that is the Nike PG2 PlayStation Colorways trainers. These are designed around the PS4's iconic controller, and they not only light up, but they also feature the PlayStation symbols embossed into the sole, and each pair comes with a unique barcode containing a PSN store voucher that allows you to download a dynamic theme based on basketball playing man Paul George, who has endorsed the footwear. These shoes will be available worldwide from the 10th of February 2018. And finally, Hyperbolic Magnetism showed us an amazing trailer for Beat Saber, their debut VR game, which is due for release in the first quarter of 2018. It combines the rhythm action of games like Guitar Hero and Parappa the Rapper with the awesome fanboy fun of playing around with lightsabers. If you've ever wanted to be a Jedi but with a bit more funk than most, then this might be your game. So make sure that you have got yourself a Rift, a Vive, or a PlayStation VR for when it comes out soon. So that is everything that we have time for this week. As always, we hope you enjoyed our time together as much as we did. And if you did, please do consider adding a comment, subscribing, and following us on whatever platform you happen to be watching on. And also, if you are watching on YouTube, clicking that like button. It really helps us to grow our channel, and we totally appreciate all of the support that you lovely people out there give to us. We will be back next week as TGK takes the reins hosting, and I have been Dominoid for GameGrin.com, but until next time, game on.